everybody.
Hi there. How was your day? I hope it was wonderful.
That's right. It's been 24 hours since we've seen all of you. Well, a little less than that from our amazing show last night.
I'm looking the wrong way.
Oh, hold on. I got to pull Tracy over to here and see if that switches us. There we go. Now, am I looking the right way?
Yep.
All right. Very good. It's so funny. All right. Somewhere along there. Okay. So hello and thank you so much for joining us this evening. I am Stacy with Masterpiece Jewelers in Daytona Beach, Florida, and I am joined by my sister, award-winning jewelry designer, Tracy.
Hello there. How are you?
And tonight, Tracy is going to custom design a piece of jewelry from scratch and then give us the opportunity to make some changes that she'll be able to make right before our very eyes. Although this is pretty specific, the piece that you're doing tonight, Trey. I don't know that there'll be a lot of changing that you can do because it's a pretty magnificent piece.
Oh, well, thank you. It was a fun piece to make, so let's see how it goes tonight.
I love it. Oh, yes. Well, it's always gone great, so we're just assuming it's going to go great again.
Absolutely.
We want to make sure that folks know that we are also giving away a $100 sterling silver pendant with chain tonight.
Yes, and it's going to be one of the Rose Vermeil with the chocolate cubic zirconia and clear cubic zirconia pendants.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm. $119 value.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Oh, she's going crazy with the expensive pieces here. So now, Trey, I just want to ask you, today you had a really neat person in the store that you were doing work with, and it was someone who used to work in infectious diseases.
Yes, I thought that was so very interesting.
I wish I had been there also to talk to that lady.
We have people that come in with such interesting job history. It's really neat.
It is. It's fascinating, and the things that they can tell you are amazing. I remember when you sat down to go through to do a 1-hour free jewelry evaluation with the lady who had been in the Pentagon, in that area of the Pentagon on September 11th when the plane hit.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And,
yes, it was unbelievable. Mm-hmm.
And what an amazing story and triumph her life had been.
Yeah.
So anyway, one of the things that's so fun about the jewelry business is you get to sit down and talk to people about sentimental things that have happened and milestones in their lives and all of that good stuff. And so that's one of the joys, I think, of being in the jewelry business.
I do too. Absolutely.
So I want to go ahead and get you all to share and tag. So someone will win that necklace that Tracy mentioned a few moments ago. And so here's the information. And what you need to do is share this live event right now to your Facebook page and then comment shared in the comments section. After you do that, we will automatically enter you into the drawing for that $100 necklace tonight. And I'm the one who's in charge of that this evening. So that will be fun. I'm going to get a hand cramp, but that's okay because that's normal for this. And so then if you would like additional entries into the drawing, tag your Facebook friends in the comments section. And when you tag them, for each one that you tag, we give you an additional entry. And so you can tag up to 10 people. And that makes your odds very good, especially because right now we don't have that many people on. So no matter how many people we have on, we will definitely be giving away a $100 sterling necklace. As Tracy said, one of our very popular chocolate cubic zirconia and white cubic zirconia rose vermeil necklaces. So very cool. All right. Now I want to remind you all that we do buy and trade jewelry, and we are actually having a 3-day gold buying event right now. And that goes on through Friday evening, but we buy and trade all year round. And this is really good if you want to, if you have unwanted jewelry that you are not wearing and you'd like to do something with it, get money for a vacation, do remodeling, just have a spending spree. And I don't drink, I promise. And so we all have things in our drawers that should be traded in. Now, you can either get a check if you would like to get money for it. You can just get a check for it. And then if you would also like, you can do trade. And when you do trade, you actually get an even larger value for the pieces that you bring in. And you can see that there's a list here of things that we'll buy or trade. Lots and lots of things on there. But you can also go to our website at tracyandstacy.com and see the list there and read some testimonials, all of the above for having an idea of what you can and may want to trade or sell to us. So I talk about this specifically this evening because people do often trade their jewelry and their unwanted jewelry in for their unwanted jewelry in for it's dropping.
Yes.
So if people want to get custom design done, they can always do that and trade in their unwanted jewelry. Okay, back to Tracy and I. If it'll let me come there, we did it. Yay, we're back. We're still not 100% here. We have a missing part, but it's okay. All right, so we are going to get started with Tracy and her custom designing. I want to just run a quick, finally the top came up there. I want to run a quick video of some pieces that Tracy has just made recently, give you an idea of what she's been doing. And I will be updating this video too, because there's a lot of jewelry just in the last 2 months that needs to be updated now. So just take a look at this. It's a very short video, give you an idea of just some of the things that Tracy can do in our store. I launched it again. I'm a mess. All right, no, we're back. We're back.
Okay, great.
There's a delay on this, but really it should be the kind of delay that you can stop any dumb things you do in between.
Yes, thank goodness.
So it doesn't allow us to do that, Trey.
Oh.
Thank goodness people can see all the dumb things. Okay, so without further ado, we're going to go ahead and turn it over to Tracy, and she is going to custom design something amazing tonight. So let's add your screen. There it is, and off and away with you, Trey.
Okay, well, this is what we're going to be designing tonight. It is a lighthouse, and I imagined using one of Clay's gemstones up at the top. It's actually a blue topaz. And this is it with rays coming out from it. And then this is it, just a little plainer. So it just depends on what a person would want. I'm going to go ahead and go into my program and we'll start designing. Yay, there we are. Okay, so this was a little more complicated, but I thought, let's go ahead and try it. Why not?
You like a challenge.
I do like a challenge. And I really like to show what we can make at our store. If you can imagine it, we can make it. That's our theory.
That is how it has always worked. Over 27 years in business, and we have made literally hundreds of commissioned pieces.
We have. Okay, so I'm just starting with a basic gem, and in the design that I had made, I had it be like an Asher cut right here, or an emerald shape.
There you go.
Okay, and I had it about a 6 millimeter. There we go. And let's go ahead and why not? Let's turn it blue right now. Of course, this gem could be any color and really any shape. It's really up to your imagination or the types of gems that you have at home or the types that you might buy. There we go. We're going to put on, I'm going to do the top view. I'm going to put on the grid and we're going to move this up. Right up to the top here. And I'm going to go ahead and bring in the base of the lighthouse. And I'm going to do that with my wire and rope. So I'm going to take this one because I can design with the top and the bottom and the middle all being different sizes. And that's what we're really needing right now. So we're bringing that in. As you can see, it's very small. Whoa. Let's pull this down where it belongs. Okay. I'll get it as big as I can so everyone can see.
Great.
So we're going to expand this and we are going to make that, about 25 millimeters long. So we're going to go ahead and do it one time. We'll hit the expand. We're going to do it a little bit longer. We have to hit expand again. And then let's go up to about 25 millimeters. And this really all depends on what you're wanting. So if we go up there, we will see that the bar is there, even though it's a very straight line and very thin right now. So now we have to improve the size. Let's see now. On this, let me make sure I'm on the right thing. Yes, I didn't want to be on the wrong thing and suddenly change all kinds of sizes and have to change them back again.
Oh boy.
So we are going to start with, let's try this one here. So the width on this one, I think it might be the bottom, I'm hoping. I can't quite tell where A is. Let's see. I'm going to do about 10 millimeters, and this is going to be quite unusual looking. It looks like a little girl right now. So if you wanted to do babies or little kids for,
like those birthstone breaths that were so popular.
And I sure hate to call them that.
I know. Yes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was the legit name of them.
I know. That's what they called them. Yep.
You're right.
We could make little birthstone children. We'll call them children.
Birthstone adorable kids.
I'm going to make the width in the middle. Let's see. Let's make it about 8 to 9 millimeters. Let's try. Maybe I won't have to expand. Oh, I think I will.
Uh-oh, now it's maternity leave for this lady.
You are so right. That's so excellent. Okay. Let's try that. And now the top, which is down here on the bottom, which is so interesting. Let's go ahead and make that about the size of the gem at the top. Let's see. I almost went and did the wrong place.
Don't do it.
Okay, so we're going to make it about a 6 to 7 millimeter. Let's try about a 6.9. Yeah, I think that's looking good. Absolutely.
Oh, wow. It's starting to really look like.
Yes, and so this really all depends on the shape you want. I think maybe we could have this just a smidgen smaller at the very bottom because I don't think they're quite that fat at the bottom, but you know, there's so many different lighthouses. It could be. I mean, we could put stripes on this. We could do all kinds of things to make this a lighthouse in your area.
Yes.
I know.
That's right.
So let me go ahead and see. I'm going to look at my picture.
Oh, and Damaris says, looks like the start of an angel now. Isn't that a lovely thought?
Absolutely. You're 100% right on that. Thank you for the input. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and put a little hat on the top. And let me grab this down.
Sorry.
There we go. I know. And let me see what part. If you don't mind, I'll just go ahead and put the parts numbers in there. That way we'll save some time versus me hunting because I have a lot of different categories I can go in. And I'd rather not have you have to see a lot of that. I might do it just so you can see some of the things that we can go into. And let's go ahead and pull in. There it is right there. Let's hope I can just pull it in.
What a neat shape.
Or if it's taking me someplace else. Yes, it's there.
Yay.
It is a neat shape, isn't it?
It is.
And
I love that.
Let's go ahead and go through the perspective view. Now ignore the sides of this. This is one of those things, as you can see, we're going to make this thicker. But as you can see, when you leave me with the design, once you decide on something, and we just do a rough sketch on the computer, you'll leave me with the design that I'll go home and I'll have to fatten up and change the shape and everything. And that's what I do behind the scenes. But at least at the store, you can get a good idea of what your finished product will look like. So we are going to move this, and I think it's 90 degrees. Let's see. It is. Yay. I know my geometry. And we're going to put it down closer to the top. Let's go ahead and bring this back down. Let's get it into position here. Okay, and I think maybe it could be a little wider, but let's put the halo on and we'll be able to tell exactly where we need to be.
The halo on the angel?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that is so funny.
You're going to create a halo.
Mm-hmm. And let's see, I'm going to use this one right here and let's start designing with it. Now it is going to come in an odd shape. And that is not going to work for what we're doing. So we have to turn it. So let's get it and we'll turn it 90 degrees. I remembered that. And then we're going to bring it down, put it right at the top. And let's see what it looks like. Oh, it's going the wrong way. We don't want it facing up. We don't want those to be secret stones that only the wearer can see.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, so let's go ahead. And what's nice about this particular halo is we can tilt the halo so that it can come to the side. So let me see where that tilt is.
And Damaris says she's laughing out loud. Wow. And Phyllis says, love it. And Judy says, love this idea.
Oh, fabulous.
I do too. I was blown away when Tracy showed me this. So I'm so sorry I talked over it and we maybe weren't even close enough to see what you just did.
Whoops.
There we go. That's better.
Okay, so let me put it back to where it was.
Sorry about that.
So it was sideways and we wanted to face towards the person that is looking at us. So I'm going to tilt it. And there we go. We just went ahead and tilted it and I'm going to pull it down so it's a little closer to the top of the lighthouse. Let me get my picture back on here. You know how your phone keeps turning off. Okay. And we are going to go ahead and pull back out again. Let's see what it's a big picture. I mean, it's a pretty big size. Not huge, but it's hard to get the whole thing into the screen. Okay, so let's work on the main body of the lighthouse. I'm going to click on that and we're going to make it a little fatter. So I'm going to hold it at this view so you can see it fatten up. I'm going to make it, let's see, the height about, maybe about 1.5 millimeter. And this would be something, like I said, I would work on a little bit at a time. Well, not a little bit at a time. I would go home and I would work on it over the weekend and get it just like we want it. Okay, middle position. Here we go. Here's the height again. Let's move that to 1.5 because we do want it all to be the same. There we go. And come on down to the last one, which is really probably the top. And we will go ahead and make that 1.5 millimeter also. Perfect. So you can start seeing how it's getting a little fatter.
Can we get a little closer, Trey? Or that doesn't work for your, we can't upset your design.
Is that
either.
Close enough, Stacy? Is that close enough?
Oh,
no.
We're inside. Oh my goodness. Okay.
So now you can see we've gotten fatter.
Yes.
We've gotten fatter. Okay. And let's move this up a little bit. Actually, This is what I do keep doing. I go back and forth between the two, but we don't need this to be so tall. So let's take that down a little bit. And what I'm really watching for is the point or the culet on the gem so that it isn't coming through the back. And I think we're good. We're going to move this whole piece up a little bit. And let's move this piece up. There we go. And let's see what it's looking like from the front. And if we left it, you know, like that without any finish on it, it would look good. But I think it would be nice to add a little bit of texture onto this particular lighthouse. So I'm going to come over here and we're just going to add texture by clicking the most textured one. As you can see, we're starting to wrinkle up here a little bit, which is good. I like it being a little rough. It's been around, it's weathered a little bit. There we go. As you can see, the middle section got the texture, and now we're going to go to the top. There we go. So now the whole piece has a little bit of texture to it. Well, I also want to give it a little bit of a bend. So let's go ahead and see if we can't bend this a little bit. And I'm going to do that by clicking onto this bead right here, or square, I guess it really is. And oh my goodness. It's always interesting. I'm going to grab this and move it to the side and pull it out. Let's see how that looks. Okay, and let's go ahead and bend it and hope for the best. It should bend both sides and give us a little bit more of a curved look.
Love it. Look at that. That's amazing.
It really is.
To bend metal. And it's going to become metal from this drawing.
I know, isn't it great?
I love CAD/CAM. It is amazing.
So that gave us a good texture to work with. So it wasn't super smooth. Now, if you can remember the drawing or the image, and I can quickly go back to that. We had some windows. So let's go ahead and add those windows.
Love it. Love it.
I'm going to go into the settings again. And we're going to go to my favorite setting. I always call it just number 16.
And there it is.
There it is. It does everything I need.
Number 16, that's your favorite.
I go to that most of the time. And let's see. Good. I was trying to move it and it wouldn't move. So number 16 is great. We're going to take, and right now, if we lifted this up, well, we don't even need to lift it up. We can look underneath here. It has a round bottom. And that is great for a ring, but we do not need it round. We need it flat for this. I know we are a little rounded up here, but I think we're still going to go flat because I don't think we'll get the right angle. So I'm going to take the enable to ring rail right off, and we're going to go ahead and come up here, get the shape we need, which is the emerald cut. That is huge. Huge for what we're trying to do.
That's one big window right there.
It is, isn't it? And I think it's really overkill for having these. In fact, let's turn the yellow on so we get some yellow on here someplace. Well, that didn't help much, did it?
But it does give us some contrast.
Let's go ahead and turn this white. Okay, there we go. So now we can see that a little better. I think it's too much having these square or V-shaped corners. So let's go ahead and turn that off and put regular prongs on. There we go. Looks good. Much better.
Oh, yeah.
It's down in the...
it's in the middle right now.
In the middle a little bit. So let's pick it up. We don't want it super tall. And let's go ahead and shorten this up a little bit so it's not quite so high. And we can see that from the side. Okay, so let's go ahead and take it to about that. Looks good. But we still have one little problem, and that is that it's almost like it's a window to the sky or something. It's too big, at least from the pictures I was looking at online of what lighthouses often look like. So let's go ahead and take this, and I'm going to say diamond, but it could really be any color that you want. Let's take that down to about 3.75 by 2. Let's see if it will. Oh, that's good. Let's move it up and move it over. And then let's duplicate that because I think, having 3 of these would be great. So pull it down, pull it over a little bit. Actually, let's move this one up. And let's move this one up a little bit. And again, this would be something I would do after you were with me. I'd get it all lined up so that they were even, which I think in this kind of situation, they would probably be even because they'd be on certain floors of the lighthouse. And let's bring this one over. Okay. Now I think that's looking about right. Okay, so on the picture, I also have a railing up here, and that will hide any flaws we have that they're not connecting. So let's go ahead and bring in the railing. Okay, I think I brought it in from here. And let's see as you can see, there's all kinds of different railings we could use. If you wanted it to be a little Irish looking, you could go in for this particular railing.
Oh, how cool. What a cool idea, Trey.
It is, isn't it? I mean, there's just a lot of choices.
There's a few Irish ones in there, and there's infinities. They're really neat.
I love all the designs here.
You do.
I'm going to choose this one. I thought it looked a little more like rails. So let's bring that right in. And you know what Stacy always says, make sure that you save.
Yay, I'm glad. I'm just enjoying. I forgot to even mention that.
So let me get my name up here and save to this folder.
Woohoo!
That's great. Okay, now this is sticking right through the lighthouse. Why do I think that would be wrong? It completely destroys it. So let's bring that up to the top. And we're just going to have to play with the size of it. Let's bring it up to the top of the image. And let's see how thick that is. You're supposed to tell me. Oh, there we go. 1.3. Well, that's fine. And is it sticking? Where is it sticking? Oh, see, this is one of those things. I would have to be adjusting it.
It would look fine when you left the store. Everything would look fine. But then Tracy spends 3 to 5 hours, sometimes even more time.
I do.
Making sure all the metal is touching and that things are lined up properly and that they're aesthetically correct. It's amazing. The time we sit down with you is just the very tippy-tip beginning of the whole process.
So we're going to bend this. I don't know if you saw, this is the way it looks at the top.
Awesome.
Let me get it into position. But it needs to bend around it. And there we go. So now it's wrapping around the lighthouse. Yep, that's just what I was looking for. It can even always, let's turn this back. Oops, wait a second. There it is. It was hiding in the blue. Okay, and we can always bring this a little wider if we want. There we go. That's great. And maybe push it over just a smidgen. There we go. Okay, so we've got a good portion of this lighthouse built already. But we don't have how it would hang on a chain. So let's bring in the bail. I don't know why, but I always seem to go for this one bail because it's so versatile. And you can put diamonds on it. You can take diamonds off of it. I'm going to bring that up to the top. Let me bring this down a little bit.
Teresa says, looking good.
Oh, thank you, Teresa.
And Damaris says, stunning.
Oh, thank you. And does anybody want to know where Teresa's going?
Yes.
Will you tell them?
Yes, I will. So Teresa is leaving this weekend to go to Louisiana, which is where the CAD CAM software factory is. And she is going to be learning to use this software that you're watching Tracy use right now. We are so excited for her. Plus, she's good. The company that makes the our jewelry with the CamCat is one of our companies that we've had for many years, and she's going to have a phenomenal experience. And then we're going to have another person who can do CamCat on our team. We're very excited for her about that.
Yes, we certainly are. And they're going to take her out to eat Cajun food.
Yep, that's right.
It is great.
It's a magnificent experience. Both Tracy and I have been out there to learn CAD CAM, what you're seeing here. We went a few years ago.
Yes, we did.
So we're very jealous that Teresa is going because we can't have that first time experience again, of course. But she's going to have a lovely time, and she is so well suited for this.
Oh, absolutely. It's a great way to show people what pieces will look like before we actually have them made.
This is looking great, Trey.
Oh, thank you. So now it comes to the bottom. When I got to this, I'm like, how am I going to build the bottom? Well, I decided to just fabricate some pieces, just lay some pieces on top of each other. Let's see, where do I want to go here? Okay, I think I went to shapes. And I brought this piece in. Who would think this would make a good bottom? But it really did. I thought it looked like rocks, especially when you are going to put waves on top of them, because it kind of hides everything. Like it hides them looking like they're little beads. And I'm going to come closer so you can see what it looks like. We are going to make these just maybe a smidgen bigger. Okay. And let's move these up. Okay, let me try to get this into the screen a little better. There we go. Okay, and they need to come up above. There we go. So now let me take a look at my picture that's on my phone. Phones are great that way. And I'm just going to go ahead and put these pieces where I think they need to be. I just placed them on here. And I think that looks like a good size. Maybe just a smidgen bigger. There we go. And I'm going to duplicate this, which is so great because then I can get the same size over and over again. And here it is hiding behind. I love it. And I'm going to pull it down because we just want to, you know, almost like it's rocks that are on the shore. Let's go ahead and duplicate it again. And we're just going to keep duplicating this till we get a nice little shore at the bottom of our lighthouse. A nice shore to hide all the, well, where it ends, instead of ending nowhere, it's going to just end in some rocks and some water. And I know with Florida, we all love the waves. So I thought that was a great way to end it.
I love that too. I can't wait.
And my mom was an artist, and she always said trying to do a random pattern is one of the hardest things. We often will do a pattern, a real pattern.
When you're trying to do a random pattern,
yes.
It's interesting how the mind makes it a pattern anyway.
It is. So I always hear her in my mind.
Me too.
Okay, great. I was able to grab it again easily enough. And today we actually did a couple of custom designs for people, which was really nice. And then we have another person thinking about a custom design. So it's easy enough to make an appointment with us. It's no charge, and then we can talk about what you're wanting and just design away. We have an hour that we can design in. If we need longer, we can always take it. Okay, so I'm probably getting a little crazy with these beads, but that's okay.
And we do also do, for those of you who are not in our area, we can do Zoom custom design appointments as well.
Absolutely.
We've designed jewelry for folks who have never stepped foot in our store.
Yes, we have.
So, and it's very fun to, and we actually have a couple in-house right now that we're doing that way too. So if it is easier or better for you to do a Zoom appointment, there's no charge for that. Either way, you just call the store and one of our team members will set you right up with a time that works for us both.
Now we're putting in the waves, and I just love this design.
Oh, that is awesome.
I don't know if you remember, a few months ago, I did a wave ring design with starfish prongs, and that we are making for the store, and we should have in probably about 4 weeks. And we're doing it with the London blue topaz and rose gold and white gold, I believe. So we're really excited about that.
Oh, you are getting so many hearts and thumbs up, Trey.
Oh, thank you, everyone. So I'm bringing in the wave right now. This to me looks like it's, what is it? A riptide.
Oh.
All right. What is it that takes you out to the
Right.
Riptide?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's upside down. If you got caught in this, I think you would end up riptiding if that's such a thing. So we need to turn it. There we go. Come on, one more turn. Okay, and we're just going to put this at the bottom. And let's start over here. Let's go ahead and keep adding these along the bottom.
I love that wave, Trey.
Yeah, I love this wave too.
Yeah,
it's been a very handy piece. And it just creates a lot of, a feel of action.
That's a good way to put it. It creates a flow to it.
It does. I don't know. I don't want to cover those beads up too much, but just a little bit more. Okay, let's go ahead and keep bringing these out onto the screen. And it's such a great program that we can just duplicate these pieces. We don't have to keep going back and getting them. Okay, I think I'll move everybody over just a little bit. I might even have one too many on here. I'm not sure. There we go.
Susan Stuckey says, love this.
Oh, great, Susan. We're still waiting to see you with your custom designed. I think you bought a stone from clay. We can't wait to design it for you.
Anytime you're ready, no hurry.
Absolutely.
We're here when you want to do a little creative designing.
Well, I think we're getting really close to it being finished. And I hear the crowd is asking, how big is this?
Yes, they are.
So let's go ahead and take a look. Let's pull this down a little bit and measure it. And this is so handy. We can just give it a quick measure from the very top all the way down to the bottom. It is 45 millimeters.
And that means nothing to us Americans. Next.
Okay, but 45 millimeters, I think we can quickly put that in here and see 45 millimeters, 2 inches. And that's how I do it because I have a ruler that has millimeters and then I kind of compare it. So it actually is 1 3/4 inches long. So that's just a really perfect size. Really nice size. Let me take all the beads off and let's get the grid taken away.
Well, let's save it.
Oh, let's save it too.
And I want you to know that Jean Oakes, one of our scrapbooking sisters, says, so beautiful.
Oh, great.
Marianne signs, OMG, fabulous. Judy says, this is going to be beautiful. And Damaris says, can't wait for you to design my wedding band when the time comes.
Oh, wonderful.
That's lovely.
I'd be so excited.
We'd be honored to do that.
So I'm just doing a rendering right now, which will let us see what it would look like if it was actually done in metal. And let me see if I can pull this up. I don't know why it likes to hide down there. Let's see. I got it up a little bit.
Yes, you did.
And what I would do, what I did on the other one is I finished this area right here off a little bit more, but I don't think we have the time to do it. So just imagine that would have a little, I think I put an extra bead in there so that it looked a little more finished. But I think it really looks good like this. And
gorgeous.
What's nice is you can change any of these components to white or yellow. Let's say you would like to even have something in a rose. Let's see. Let's change this one to rose. And it gives you a whole different look. Oh, wouldn't that be like the Ponce inlet?
Yes, yes, it would.
I mean, we know that it would have to have probably something else on here, but it is the color, the Ponce inlet. I also added a component that made it look like it was sending light off in both ways.
Oh, yes, right. I was like, oh.
Let me add that. And that's something you could add or subtract if you wanted. I thought it was kind of nice just to give the idea that it was giving off some light for the sailors.
And PL says, I love this design. You are so creative and can make anything someone envisions.
Thank you so much.
And Susan says, I do want to come. Was waiting to closer to our anniversary.
Well, I've been really thinking and dreaming about designing lately a lot. So,
really? Dreaming about it?
Well, you're right. I haven't been sleeping. So I've been watching videos about it in the middle of the night. So there.
That's right.
Okay, so I have that little star and it's behind the gem. I'm just going to pull it out and goodness. Oh, it is there. Okay.
I was like, where is it?
Wait a second. I did something wrong. Let's make it completely big all around.
There we go.
I don't know. That doesn't look right
either.
Going the
right way.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's put this back.
That looks like a medieval torture device.
There we go. I think I did a combination of both.
Whoop, whoop.
Oh, I got everything in the white. Let's turn something into a different color. There we go. And there we are.
Wow. That is spectacular with the light coming out.
I think it could be really pretty with a yellow glow too.
Agreed.
There we go with the yellow.
It's absolutely beautiful, Trey.
Thank you so much.
I mean, I know I am your sister and everything, but that is an amazing piece. Damaris has a question.
Yes.
Oh, wait, Diane Higlin. I'm sorry. Diane said, lovely design. Looks so realistic.
Oh, thank you.
I agree. That is so beautiful. Okay, so Damaris's question is, would you be able to create a band around a Levian piece?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. So how we would do that is we would see your piece. I'd get some measurements. Then I would put it into the computer. We would design around what your ring would appear to look like in the computer. Like I'd find a design that looked very similar to yours. We just did that recently for a client. I design around it, and then we send to get a resin made of the piece. And that way we can slip it up to your engagement ring and make sure it's a good fit. That's how we do it. And then once we know that it's a good fit, and let's say you're not in the area, we could always mail you the resin. You could try it on. And if it was a good fit, then we would go ahead and order it.
And the resin is sort of a plastic copy of exactly what your ring will look like.
Right. Except it's in green or gray. Green or gray. Not pretty. They need to do it in lady colors.
That's right. That's right. So, Trey, that's just magnificent. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
And so many hearts, and we appreciate you all's support so much.
Oh, we do. We love spending these evenings with you.
We do. And one of the things too, we talk about this, is that Tracy and I get to spend the evening together too.
We do.
And that is really fun for us. Because we're besties too. Okay, so I have a couple things that I want to remind folks about before. Are you doing anything else with my friend?
No, I just changed this to yellow, because if it's yellow, it should be giving off a yellow.
And that is why you are the creative genius that you are.
Oh,
and the chief financial officer. Those don't usually come in the same package, but this time they do. So, all right. So we are going to, look at the rendering tray.
It was very fun to do.
I just absolutely love that piece.
Thank you.
Okay. So we are going to, draw for our winner of the, $100, sterling silver pendant with chain. While Tracy's doing that, because I'm going to pass it over to her to do, while I tell you all a little something about what will be going on. Hold on just a second, Trey. Oh, please, if you would.
Oh, I'm just blending it up.
Okay, very good. All right. So I want to remind you all that we are having our 3-day gold buying event, and that is going on through tomorrow at 5 p.m. So please bring in any of your unwanted jewelry, gold, silver, or platinum, and we will be glad to make you an offer on it, either straight out check for it, or we'll do a trade, and you can get an even more money for your pieces. You can go to our website at tracyandstacy.com and click on the gold buying tab for even more information about what we take. And if you're not sure if it's quote unquote real, bring it in, bring it all in. We do this year round, but one of the reasons we create an event is so that people put it on on their calendar. So that is going on through tomorrow at 5 p.m. And then next up is coming up on Tuesday, once again, our weekly 1-hour live jewelry sale. And it is a bite-sized jewelry sale in a very fast-paced in just 1 hour. Starts at 12 noon Eastern time, ends at 1 p.m. Eastern time. And in that period of time, someone will win a $500 diamond and gold pendant. So it's fast-paced. It's really fun. It's only an hour long. You can have your lunch with us, and that is with our 1-hour live jewelry sale every Tuesday at 12 noon. And in this particular case, it will be Tuesday, July 20th. And then next up is our regular live online fine jewelry sale that is on Wednesday nights, every Wednesday night. This one is Wednesday, July 21st. And as you see these earrings here, we will be giving away that pair of $500 black diamond and gold earrings before the show ends on Wednesday night. So someone will own those by the end of next Wednesday. And then, drum roll please, Thursday, it's time again for our monthly gemstone spill and sale. Woo-hoo!
Can't wait.
Me neither. So fun. You will pull up a comfortable chair, get a drink of your choice and a pet of your choice, and enjoy looking at magnificent gemstones recently cut by award-winning gem cutter Clay Zava. He will be showing us 20 to 25 different gemstones, many unique gemstones that you may never have seen or heard of before. And the way that he cuts his gems is absolutely eye candy. You don't want to miss it. We have had Clay with us for almost a year. We must be coming up on a year with him too. I'll check. But in any case, we have. It
is a year. It's exactly a year.
Because the International Jewelry Show was around the time. It doesn't matter.
Well, I know I had COVID.
Oh yeah, that is
while
true.
We had his show. I was helping with it
from
my house. So
right.
And that is coming up like on the 19th. So
that's right, because you never forget your
the scariest moment of your life.
That's right, the scariest 3 weeks of your life or whatever.
10 days.
So so Clay he's absolutely charming, and his workmanship is amazing. And this month, he will be giving away a $400 gemstone cut by him. So you do not want to miss that. We don't know how much longer Clay is going to be doing these live shows with us, because he started to get back on the road and begin the way his business was before COVID. So we're lucky to have him every time with us. So make sure to mark your calendar for a week from tonight, July 22nd at 7 p.m. And we will have Clay's Alba. And I think that is all the chitter chattering I'm going to do. All right. Do we have a winner, Trey?
We do.
All
there you
right.
are.
The winner of the $100 sterling pendant and chain is Sally Foreman. Sally Foreman, congratulations. Woo-woo. Round of applause for Sally. Woo. We're so happy for you. All you need to do, as you well know, is come by the store and pick up your prize anytime after 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, which is good because you probably would not go at 9 o'clock tonight. So, just a thought there.
And Sally might not be back in the area.
That's right. Mm-hmm. She may not be. So we'll have to see. You can come at your convenience, Sally. Now I'm just talking to Sally specifically. Yeah, how you doing, Sally? Good to hear from you. Okay, so and I love your ring, Sally. So anyway, we are so happy to be joining you all in the evenings on these live streaming events. We just celebrated our 1-year weekly live streaming anniversary, 27 years with our physical brick and mortar store, of course, but 1 year of live streaming, and it's all because of you folks. We are so appreciative of your support to our small business and other small businesses. It's just what makes the country run, and it's so important for our own family and for our community. So we appreciate you, and we are very thankful for you.
Absolutely.
We will see you at the store Friday and Saturday. We're open Saturday, and in fact, the gold buying does end on Friday, but Tracy will be at the store all day on Saturday, so you can come on in and sell your unwanted jewelry or trade your unwanted jewelry on Saturday. Is that right, Trey?
That is right. It's going to be Hank and me.
Oh, wow.
Because Teresa we
right.
have her off so she can be preparing to leave.
Leave on Sunday. So that's right. So it'll be Tracy and her son, Hank. And I don't know if you two have ever worked just with each other
We
before.
have not.
That's awesome. Now she's like a little nervous laughing, but it will be absolutely amazing.
Yes.
So you can definitely bring your unwanted jewelry in, and Tracy can take a look at it on Saturday if that works better for you. And so until we see you all either at the store Friday or Saturday, or right here live streaming at 12 noon for lunchtime on Tuesday, we want you to continue to stay sparkly. Good night, everybody.